And we are back once again to Slime ISEKAI Memories. Well, we are continuing chapter 22, doing number 4, which is just a cutscene. I think it's Alchemy? The fourth one is just a cutscene, so no battle, luckily. Did she transport me just to let me get away? But I didn't hear any incantations. I didn't even see her move any magicules. Stop. I need to cool my head. That woman, she's not normal. Okay, so this is still in the flashback, apparently, when she was saying the story of how she met Clichet. You're more mature than I thought. Are you sure you don't want to hear my story about the day I trapped you? It would be a shame if you lost your temper again. Even if I have to strangle you, I will make you talk. Just why? Why would you create me just to trap me? It all started by accident. The witches who once lived here were doing research on implanting a spiritual being inside a mirror. I just happened to pass by and found it amusing. Oh, so yeah, she is a completely different witch, not from this village. I'm questioning, is this like from Clichet? Because I have a theory. I will explain the theory maybe once we get into battle, or at least after this. I asked them, why were they trying to make such a thing? But humans don't live very long. The old witches were getting desperate. Yeah, I like how she distincts the human witches from her as a dark elf witch. They wanted to live longer. Being a settlement of witches, everyone here was a woman, and none of them had children who could inherit their experiences. So are witches able to, like, mate with other women? Are witches asexual? Like, how were they having children in this village? And why were there no men? Like, were all the witches, like, just all lesbian? There are witches like that in other forces as well. I'm sure you must have seen them through the mirror. Witches that made a pact with a demon lord, and in exchange for long life, ceased being human, and became marionettes. Oh, is this like Clayman that she's referring to? Mulan. I don't know if this is official lore, or if this is just lore that this game is coming up, but that's interesting to know about Mulan. Ah, yes, that was the name. But the old witches here weren't like her. They were mad witches, obsessed with becoming younger so they could continue their research. The ultimate paranormal power that transcends the boundary of magic and alchemy. The ability to implant a spiritual being inside a single mirror that can grant wishes. The ultimate dream machine. Alchemy. That was the name given to it. Polishing the obsidian until it sparkled and implanting a spirit inside. It was that kind of research. Well, I have trouble saying that word, and so it means I am gonna struggle saying that. But interesting. This isn't the same as megalomania, the skill that you were given at birth. That only allows you to create two-dimensional beings inside a mirror. This is about creating the subject's ideal form inside an artificial subspace deep within the mirror. A lot of people think that mirrors reverse images from left to right, but they're actually reversing from front to back. An old woman stands in front of the mirror and sees a reflection of herself in her youth. Such a thing would normally be impossible, but your powers show a mirror image that doesn't exist in reality. The image in the mirror is an illusion, and she's still an old woman in real life, but if you were to switch things from front to back, change the illusion into reality, you can completely twist reality. That way, the old woman can become younger selves in the reflected mirror. All they had to do was somehow implant a being so incredible that could turn their reflections into reality. They had the right idea on how to create Izis, but a bunch of old human women could never possess the magic skills necessary to make it all work. They lacked the right materials. Okay, I mean, I don't understand exactly how the process of turning them young works exactly. I can see that Clichet hijacked this project. Like, she's like, oh, that's fascinating hypothesis you guys got there. You know, I'll help you guys. And then, like, as soon as the project's going on, she's like, okay, the final step. And then Clichet comes in and does whatever to either kill the other witches or take over the project and create Izis herself. But then, I remember that about 200 years ago, I'd sealed away 3 demon lords who tried to stop me from traveling, and just left them there. Hold up, wait, this is a big revelation if I'm reading this right. But then I remembered about 200 years ago, I'd sealed away 3 demon lords who tried to stop me from traveling, and just left them there. So there's 3 more demon lords that nobody has known about. Like, I mean, it seems demon lords come and go, and no one really misses them. Like, if they don't come to an octogram or whatever it was called before. So it means if you died before you can actually go to one of the demon lord meetings, none of the other demon lords really care. And so if this happened to 3 different demon lords, then that's actually pretty crazy. And is the mission of this chapter, or I guess arc, is like, we're gonna have to be facing these 3 demon lords before Clichet can awaken them? Because Rimuru is just 1 demon lord, and he's kind of like a mid-level demon lord at that. He has a couple of demon lord allies that could completely turn the tide of battle, considering Milim is a high-level demon lord. Ramaris is a pretty low-level demon lord. And so, with those 2 help, he could probably defeat all these guys, but Tempest versus these 3 demon lords could be a pretty catastrophic battle for Tempest. It just depends on what range these demon lords are. But I would really love if this is a race to save these demon lords before Clichet can get to them. So it's like, if Rimuru gets to them, they become new allies for this original story. I transported them here because I thought they'd make good sacrifices. And sure enough, after being trapped for a long time, the demon lords were finally weak enough. I transported them here because I thought they'd make good sacrifices, and sure enough, after being trapped for a long time, the demon lords were finally weak enough. Is the fake version of Carrion, Gazelle, and Frey like the other demon lords? Did Clichet transform them into that form? Or did she sacrifice them? You should have seen the looks on the old ladies' faces. Seriously, there were 7 witches living here, and 3 died on the spot from the shock. I transported here because I thought they make good sacrifices, and sure enough, after being trapped for a long time, the demon lords were finally weak enough. Okay, so a lot of stuff is happening right now, but it's not getting explained the best from what I can tell. So I think the witches died from shock, being like, what? What are 3 demon lords doing here? Or 3 demon lord power levels doing here? And this girl sacrificing those 3 demon lords easily enough is like, oh my god, this girl is ungodly powerful. And then that's what killed the witches. Well, I didn't care, so I sacrificed all 3 demon lords, and as a result, you, the dream machine, were complete. The old witches rejoiced so much that one died from excessive dancing. Okay, let me look at this again. So, 7 and 3 died, and then 1 died of excessive dancing, so that's 4, and they only have 3 witches left. Again, I couldn't care less about their deaths, but the 3 remaining witches finally recited their wishes to you. Oh, Izis, the dream machine. I wish to live on in good health. I want to live. I want to live until I can reach a higher level of witchcraft. Let me be young again. Okay, I understand this. Since we already know how Izis was in the beginning of this story, where the fakes were killing their originals, I'm guessing this is what happens. Since back then, Izis was super inexperienced, literally just born, and her just making the wish come true, like so bluntly, directly. Yeah, there was no way that she was able to control the creations from doing whatever they wanted, which was likely killing the original. Wow! That's me! That's young me! Project that image into me! Whoa! So, this is the old me. I'd wish I'd never seen this. What? Do me a favor and die, okay? I'll live for you instead. After all, that would be more efficient since I'm not only young, but I've also inherited all your past experiences. What? What nonsense are you? Jesus, that sounds so brutal. The mirror! It ate her! This reflection of the younger me must also... And she realizes too late, and then she is eaten. Bingo! I need more power to get out of here. And guess what? I need you to die. And leave behind a vessel for me. Damn, they could just wait and take turns before making wishes. Like, if the first girl was the only one making the wish, like, they could have seen her die and then just being like, nope, nope, I am good being old. I am happy. My life is fulfilling. And like, oh my god. They all 3 had to make their wish at the exact same time and see what happens with the consequences. Like, this is literally the monkey paw going off. Or I guess this is just because of Clichet, like, making this wish come true. Probably became more corrupted with her help. Oh, so that's how it goes. Yep. So this is what the flashback was kind of talking about. Huh? What happened to the young girls in the mirror? Did they get converted into magic for you? Oh, so I guess if Izis doesn't want the creations to come out, she can, like, I guess kill them before they come into the real world. So she's like, okay, now that creation has done its job, I can use it for magic. Man, even in a young age, She was bratty and aggressive. You're looking at me as if you're waiting for me to make a wish too. I'm not some second-rate witch who needs to rely on a faulty dream machine. Huh? But yeah, if you keep on luring people to the mirror and devouring them, then one day you may have collected enough sacrifices to turn into something of use to me. So, until that day, I want you to be a good girl. I wouldn't want you to think that you've got enough magic to go walking around the outside just to end up getting killed. Man, what was that crazy effect? I think that was her putting the curse on Izis. Yeah, that is a crazy voice. I kinda like it because of how demonic it makes Clichet sound. Gosh, I'm good at curses, even if I say so myself. Now, keep on devouring those sacrifices from the safety of your own mirror. I'm sure it'll take a long time, but who knows? Maybe you'll end up a demon lord one day. And don't worry, I've got plenty of time. I'll be waiting for you. And as you can see, you grew up and eventually broke free of my curse. You should be proud of that. It was, after all, a spell that had no connection to any other spells, and I could only be activated by my voice. I'm pretty sure this picture is from the intro video of Mad City vs. Tempest, or one of the intro videos where it is Izis versus Rimuru and Shinsha, and a bunch of the other fakes are in the background fighting. From the very beginning, the only way you could escape to the outside world was to overcome my spell by brute force. I commend you, my awakened demon lord. So, how do you like my story? See, I'm a mother who understands her little girl very well. Now, come join me. Yeah, thanks for the story. Of all the misdeeds that you've been up to, no matter how generously you tried to spin it, there's no way that I'll ever like you. Yeah, I knew that. Oh well. I guess I tried. Are you ready to come out now? Eek! Gah! A demon lord for a demon lord. That's what you once said. Okay, it's time for another test. Eins. Soph, do your thing. Understood. Yep, I think this is still a badass design. Hold on, I'm gonna look at it. Inverted colors, and I also like the sword. Although I kind of wish he didn't have purple on the hilt of the sword. Ah. What? It came from that way. But I didn't sense any presence. Damn it. Ah, whatever. It'll be fine. This is what happened before you guys came along. All I did before was that I go on eating tours and visit ruins, so there's not much to say about it. Incredible. Isis, your magic really took me by surprise. But this Clichet, she's simply unfathomable. I just don't get it. Phew, I'm tired from all this talking. That's enough. Just take me to your town. Oh, and I don't want to walk awkwardly in silence. So, why don't you tell me about yourself? Okay, that is interesting. She wants to learn about Rimuru. Like, she's taking this friendship/alliance to a different level than I expected. I thought she just wanted to come to the town, probably would help fight Clichet every once in a while, but mostly just mooch off Tempest. But no, it seems like she wants to get to know Rimuru and probably Shinsha? Question mark? You want to know about me? Where do I even begin? Yeah, and she should be the only other person. I guess not the only person now. He kind of revealed the truth that he was reincarnated from a human to a slime. But she was one of the first people to know before he revealed that secret to the people of Tempest. I don't particularly care about what's been happening with you. Besides, I've been watching you. Watching me? More like monitoring me. Wait, so you're asking about my past, even though we lived together? Hey, I just want to know what you've been doing lately. Keep me entertained. Tell me about how you spend your days in that town. Okay, I kind of see this as like two separated parents, like asking their child, like how things are. Like Isis has been away for such a long time. I would say probably months. That she doesn't know much about Shinsha since her living experience completely changed after that battle. So now that Shinsha lives in a village, it's like she must have made tons of new friends, you know, is trying a lot of different food, and probably has actual activities that she does. Sure, Mother, she's interested in me. Haha. Why do you always have to be so difficult? You've been thinking about Shinsha this whole time, right? Okay, so this I'm always so confused about. Like, does Isis actually care about Shinsha? Because sometimes she just acts like she hates Shinsha with all of her heart. And then sometimes she's like, I'm actually really caring a Shinsha. Like a few different series quotes and other stuff, I've heard like love and hate are very closely tied together. So that could be what's going on. She loves Shinsha, but that can very easily turn into hate. Like at a drop of the hat, whenever something happens. Okay, so we got a second cutscene. Unlimited leisure. That was more interesting than I thought it would be. I never expected Shinsha to suddenly power up like that and strengthen Isis along with her. It made my blood run cold. One wrong move, and I could have been killed. However, you were able to flee before you got killed. I protect all those who obey me, and I'm happy to run and hide from my people. By the time we heard, the words of the world tell us that the child slime had acquired a new skill. Lady Clichet had already prepared a way to transport us. There's no need to worry, Owl. I guess that just shows, like, Clichet is just super cautious of anything. She's like, oh, the words of the world are speaking. Something is happening. So, we need a exit plan. Like, immediately. Like, either a disaster is happening that the words of the world need to talk, or someone's gaining an ability, which is likely the people that she is fighting against. And so she's like, They're getting powered up. We gotta get ready to go, just in case. But yeah, that's kind of like some Batman level, like cautious and being prepared for anything. Yeah, you activated the transportation spell before the words of the world could even finish saying, confirmed. Making the decision to evacuate even before we'd heard who had acquired what skill. That was incredible. I really wouldn't say that's incredible. Like maybe getting the spell done super quickly. But it's like that would have been some useful information. To see who got the power up. But also this is contradicting information because Gazelle Ainz knows who got it. The child slime had acquired a new skill. Or I guess possibly it is not a contradiction because I guess you can activate the spell and it's basically ready to go. But they just didn't transport yet to a different area. I didn't get to this age for nothing. You know, I know very well that you never know what lies around the corner. Alright, what shall we do now? I'd better come up with a new way for us fighting without anyone else stopping us. But you know, if I was going to be transported anyway, I wanted to be the one to capture Izis, not Owl. I sure want to go fisticuffs with an awakened demon lord. Okay, so I think this is interesting. I guess the fakes have traits of their original counterparts. Because the original Carrion kind of believes that the strongest should rule and survival of the fittest and all that. And so, seeing a strong opponent, he wanted to fight against Izis. Kind of like the regular Carrion. But I think the regular Carrion cares more for his people than survival of the fittest. And so would never endanger his people over a fight that he wanted to do. That's kind of why in like the Milim versus Carrion fight, he was like more focused on stalling Milim than actually fighting her. If that's true, you could have done it since you can fly without wings, but you don't have claws of a bird of prey like Owl. Okay, I kind of think that last sentence is weirdly phrased. You don't have the claws of a bird of prey like Owl. It doing of twice kind of messed me up on how you say that sentence, but I'm just guessing that's a correct sentence. Only Owl could have grabbed Izis and created an escape route in the sky. I mean, he could have tackled her. Do you really need claws when you can just tackle someone and just hold them with both your arms? Nah, I would have just held her in a tight joint lock and kept her still. I think Carry On Soft is pretty funny. Flying, huh? Let's look at how the plan is currently panning out. Of the three factors, people, things, and money, we currently have a shortage of things. I'm guessing things and money. From people, it sounded like they have an army and they have like 3 demon lords. That's why I need Izis. She can create something out of nothing. Alright, so that's what they want her for. I guess she can create money too, not just living beings. But seeing how things are going, she's more likely to interfere with us than join us. I like the idea of looting supplies from the air. That way, there should be fewer things getting in our way. So they're gonna do air raids and fly over and grab stuff. Sounds like you've come up with a wonderful idea. We'll follow you no matter what. Seems like you've been needing me again for the next plan. Yeah, I'm counting on you. Wow, there sure are a lot of stalls. Now I understand what you meant when you said that all you did here was eat. Really? Is that what Shinsha's been doing her entire time here? Has she not been making friends with the children or doing any fun activities? Just eating? I guess everything is free for probably Rimuru and whoever he considers family. Haha. The only thing I could remember doing recently was going around town, eating things. Oops, we ended up only talking about food. It sure was fun though. Hearing about all the food that you ate in the countries you visited made me want to incorporate some of it into our dishes. It's the same food can taste different depending on what region it's from, right? What should we call them to differentiate them? Welcome back, great Rimuru and Shinsha. You must be Izis. Oh, how nice of you to come and greet us. I thought you'd be glaring at me instead. I heard that we once fought inside the mirror world, but none of us remember any of that. Man, I would have actually liked if they could have remembered all those events. Or I hope here, like, Izis is like, oh, sorry about those memories. Here, let me give them to you. Ah, of course. So, the only ones who have memories of being in the mirror world are... So it should be just Veldora and Rimuru and Shinsha. Maybe Diablo. Like, Diablo, I'm pretty sure is a strong enough being that he should remember the events. Just me and Shinsha. So, you don't have to feel awkward around anyone. How convenient. We've just prepared you a bath, so please, go get refreshed before you do anything else. Thanks. I won't say no to that. Okay then, Oh, no. I'll join you later. Shuna, may I borrow your kitchen again, please? Oh, is she wanting to make something for Izis? Some food or, I guess, chocolate, bakery and stuff? Since that is something that Shinsha can do, make chocolate. Huh? Oh, of course, heh. Huh? Ah, I see. Okay then, I'll have a bath too. Is Rimuru trying to go with Izis and have a bath? Hey, are you up to something? No, it's nothing. I feel like Izis is like thinking Rimuru is trying to perv out on her. And I think she's thinking Shinsha is up to something suspicious. Like probably trying to poison her food or do something in the kitchen that could potentially hurt Izis. I was only asking Rimuru. Oh, whatever. Anyway, don't let me catch you in the woman's bath. Is that what you thought I was trying to do? I would never peek. He says, as he literally does go into the woman's bath quite often. Or at least, yeah, he actually does go quite often. Like either Shion, Shuna, and I'm pretty sure even Shinsha like lets him go. And is there anyone else that doesn't mind him? Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of the girls don't mind. You know, once while I was observing through the reflection in the water, I happened to see a slime entering the woman's bath. That was you, wasn't it? Haha, she knows. Phew! She hasn't caught on to my plan. Good. Hey, I'm genderless. I'm totally innocent. That's right. We're both privileged limes who can enter whichever bath we want. What's in it for you, Shinsha? I mean, sometimes I enter the men's bath just for fun, but everyone inside always gets up and leaves. I wonder why that is. It's like, if she probably wasn't a child, everyone would feel better about it. But also it is embarrassing whenever a other gender comes into that restroom or whatever is supposed to be just for the one gender. Don't tell me you entered the bath in human form. Gah! Let's change subjects. Nothing good will come out of this. Anyway, Shinsha, don't you need to get to the kitchen right away? That's funny. Puts that under the rug and being like, yep, let's not talk about that. I do want to know about those situations. Like, what? Who stopped Shinsha? Like, was it the guest that had to complain, that had to be like, nope, girl, you gotta go to the women's bathroom? Was it Rimuru that had to drag Shinsha out of the restroom and be like, nope, you have to go to the girls? Or was it the other girls that had to go grab him? You also want to have a bath with Izis, right? I'll talk to her from the men's bath and keep her occupied until you finish cooking. Really? Thank you so much! Sure, alright. I'll show Izis the way to the bath. Of course. Well, let's see what the buzz is all about. No matter where you go, hot springs are hot springs, so there shouldn't be that much of a difference. Heh. You should definitely look forward to ours. Ah. Oh no. Well, I know exactly what image I am using for this thumbnail. It is kind of refreshing to see Izis relaxed for once, since most of the time she is just looking normal or crazed out of her mind, trying to kill everyone. But you can tell she's really having fun, and oh my god. But yeah, there's really nothing in this picture aside from Izis being, you know, sexy witch, but I would have appreciated, like, probably being a group shot of others joining her inside the bath. But, this is nice art. Huh? Does the water not agree with your skin? No. Actually, it's the opposite. I hate to admit it, but it's my first time being in a bath that's big enough for me to stretch out. And on top of that, you've got all these different baths with different temperatures. There's no way I can leave this place. Oh, so that's what you mean by, oh no. I could stay in here forever. After all that traveling around, reanalyzing unlimited imprisonment, now I'm just going to be sealed away in a hot spring. I kind of think she's making a little joke out of unlimited imprisonment and being like, now that she's here in Rimuru's clutches, this is where she wants to be sealed. But also, reanalyzing unlimited imprisonment, I'm guessing she was like trying to figure out how to get Veldora against back out so she can gain her true powers again for those few months that she was gone. Why are you reanalyzing unlimited imprisonment? Well, yeah, I was worried that I'd bump into you guys and find myself trapped again. Huh? My strength! Why can't I? What? What did the two of you do? Unlimited imprisonment. How does that do anything at this point? You inherited everything from Veldora Fake. And now, I have the ultimate skill, Uriel, which includes unlimited imprisonment. I've been locked up for 300 years. You really expect me to stay tied down in one place with other people? Mother, as long as you two have unlimited imprisonment, I can't go over there. And I don't intend to either. Just don't get involved with me anymore. That's not fair. Huh? You're not being fair. That's too selfish. Didn't you tell me not to leave your side until you woke up? What? That was just to make sure that I could overcome the evolution to Demon Lord. And we did! Together! As mother and daughter! So... Mother! I'm glad. Huh? Why? Before you told me you couldn't bear to come here. In fact, you said you didn't want to come because I could use unlimited imprisonment. It might be afterthought, but it doesn't change the fact that you tried to reanalyze it. It kind of sounds like you were making an effort to reach out. Well, I guess in a sense, if you want to make it seem like that, she was reanalyzing it so she could fight them again. So, in a sense, she was thinking, one day I will see these guys, and so I may need a tussle. Besides, you told me that you used Shinsha in order to evolve into a Demon Lord. At that time, you abandoned Shinsha after having used her. But today, you decided to come to her aid instead. Really? Come to her aid? That's a little bit of a stretch of words. Like, Izis literally was just trying to defend herself and just looked overly powerful that none of the Demon Lords could beat her. And so they retreated. That really wasn't coming to Shinsha's aid. It was literally Shinsha's skill that helped Shinsha get out. By powering up Izis, that's how Shinsha got out. Maybe you just don't want to end up like Clichet. Whatever the reason, you brought a smile to Shinsha's face, and that makes me happy. Izis, are you listening? Hey! Oh wait, don't tell me that she's fainted from the heat! Do you seriously think a Demon Lord can faint just from taking a long hot bath? Whoa! You surprised me. At least say something back if you're listening. It's your fault for bringing up such uneasy topics. You're right. Besides, didn't I tell you earlier? I was analyzing the unlimited imprisonment that trapped Veldora because I thought it might give me a clue on how to get out of the mirror. Wait, what? I was analyzing the unlimited imprisonment that trapped Veldora because I thought it might give me a clue on how to get out of the mirror. I had to stop analyzing it because somebody swallowed the entire prison up. And before that, I was analyzing it in order to find a solution to a problem I hadn't yet solved. That's all. Sure. Whatever you say. Oh good! Mother's still inside. I thought you left since I couldn't see your clothes in the changing room. Oh, so it means that they go and take her clothes to wash? Or are they gonna give Issa some new clothes. I would love to see a brand new Issa's like design or clothes. My clothes are made of magicule, so I don't need to take them off or anything. Wait, aren't your clothes the same? Hold on. This is this is hilarious, but also like kind of eye-opening. So that means Isis is like usually essentially naked under all her clothes. Or like there's not really even any clothes. If you were to technically hit her body with clothes, that means the clothes wouldn't rip. Or that it's like it would be a straight body shot to her. So she didn't know that regular clothes were made of fabric. But yeah, what are Shinsha's clothes made out of? And I guess Rimaru's for that matter, since they literally just appear. Oh yeah, they are. I usually enter the bath in slime form, so I completely forgot. Oopsie. So, Shinsha's in human form. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. After all, she's usually in slime form since Shuna and Shion are always fighting over her. I better thank Shinsha for dealing with them instead of me. But, that being said, having a daughter that has made it awkward for me to take a dip in the women's bath. Alright, well, I think that's where I'll leave it here for today. Yep, interesting where the story is going. I'm enjoying this team up of Rimaru and Isis and how they're gonna take down Clichet. So I wonder if they're gonna have some side adventures with Isis. Like if they're gonna introduce Isis to like things around Tempest, like to Benimaru, to Geld, I guess to the other ogres and stuff. Maybe even to Milim. And people like that. Like just get her situated with living in Tempest in general. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying Slime Isekai Memories. I can't wait to see how this story unfolds. And I hope you guys are looking forward to it too. But until then, please make sure to follow me on all my social medias, like my Twitter, my Twitch, my YouTube, my DLive, my TikTok, my Kick, my Rumble, Odyssey, and Dailymotion. Make sure to check out my second YouTube channel. And make sure to like and comment on all my videos. And even join my Discord. There you can stay up to date with everything I choose to do, where's my streams, videos, or anything else. But yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.